What is up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we're back for some more Need for Speed 2015, and today we're going to go ahead and customize the AE86, otherwise known as the Sprinter GT Apex, but no one ever calls it that. It's the AE86, and I don't know what I want to do to this car. I first bought it and I've never actually used this car in the game. It's one of the few cars which I've never used in the game, but I kind of want to make it look like the Tofu Initial D AE86, but that kind of seems a bit boring, so I'm really confused. I don't know what to do. I guess we'll look round it and then just kind of see what looks nice. So, front bumper, plenty of options. We've got the BN Sport option, we've got the N1 bumper, and the Origin Labs bumper, as well as the Need for Speed one. If we carry on going round, we've got front fenders. There is so many freaking options, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and do everything individually. It seems like there's a hell of a lot of parts, and it'd be a bit of a shame to keep it stock. So first we're going to go ahead and go for this Need for Speed race bumper and see if we can put a splitter on. Doesn't seem like we can. No! If you go to the hood, there is one hood option and I do not want that, so we're not going to go ahead slap that on. If we come round to the front fender, there is again a shit ton of options. I'm going to go for this street fender. Nothing too big, but you know, a nice subtle touch onto the car. Coming into the mirrors now, there is this option, as well as the Origin Labs and another one. I'm pretty sure those look basically the same. I'm trying to spot differences. I think this one looks a bit better, so we'll go ahead and use that one. Didn't really notice much difference. Actually, fuck that. We're just going to keep the stock ones on. Side skirts. Again, we kind of need extended side skirts, considering we have an extended front bumper, so we're going to go ahead and just slap that one on. We're coming to the rear fender, and I did see a few of these options, which look pretty mad. Again, I kind of want to just keep this I don't want to make it too mad, so we're going to keep that street fender on, the nice and clean one. We come round to the back. Again, we've got rear bumper options. We can take the bumper off completely, like that, but I don't really want to do that because that looks a bit weird. I think we're going to go ahead and slap the BN Sports one on. I don't know, actually. Okay, so after a bit of deliberation, I've decided to go ahead and get the Need for Speed race bumper, because I'm assuming that's going to open a few options up for exhaust and whatnot, and it has, and oh my god, I think those Bazooka exhausts look insane. Where have they gone, those? Oh, I don't care. People might not like this, but I'm definitely going for that. That looks insane. And then can we do a diffuser as well? No, we can't. So, we're going to round that off with the trunk lid. Oh shit, you can actually do a special trunk lid. That's sick. You can even put a carbon one on. I'm going to quickly look at the spoilers first. Nah, I think we're probably going to go ahead and put the trunk lid, because that kind of gives it a bit of a ducktail back. And I actually don't know which one to go for. We've got the carbon one, we've got just the plastic one, and we've got the run-free one, and we've got the Origin Labs one. Ooh, I think I'm going to go ahead and make it black. I don't know why. I just kind of like the look of it. So we're going to keep it black. That looks really nice from the side. Let's see if we can get a bit of a view of that. Yeah, let's keep it like that. I like the look of that. Now, before we go ahead and obviously just change the rims, we're going to go ahead and slam it to the floor so I can see what it's like when it's actually slammed, and then I can go ahead and make a decision on what rims I want. So, it looks like you can actually take these rims, or these the track width really far out, which is good. I think we're going to take that rear one in ever so slightly, but I think that's pretty good. Now, for the rims, it's something which I feel like it's a bit iffy on this car, because it's pretty hard to find nice rims for an A86. But as I was scrolling through, I found these rotiform ones, and they fit really nicely. And they shouldn't do, because I just don't feel like they should, but they really do. So we're going to go ahead and slap those on, make them as big as they can be, and put some stretch tyres on. I think we're just going to go ahead and put the plain stretch tyres on for now. We can always change that a bit later. And we're going to go ahead and do the same to the front, and I will be right back once I've done it. Okay, and that's the visual customization in terms of all the body kits and stuff done. I'm going to go and quickly make an ever so quick wrap for the car, and once I've done that, I will be back, and, you know, we can go ahead and test it and see what it's really like on the track. Okay, so now I'm done with the wrap. It's nothing big, it's just kind of me colouring the fenders. I did a bit of stuff at the top. Honestly, just very basic. I just wanted to kind of give it that simple AE86 look. As well as that, I went ahead and just customized everything, so everything is on elite parts. Just kind of your usual setup. Now, as for the handling drifting slider thing, I'm going to keep that smack bang in the middle, just because I kind of want to see what it's like, with the exception of the power and the nitrous, which I'm going to go ahead and put towards the left. But everything else I'm going to keep relatively normal, just because I kind of want to see how it actually handles stock. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into a race and see how this thing performs. Okay, so here we go with Tanel's Leap. This is the track that we kind of usually go on. There's select few tracks which I usually use all of my race cars on, and today we're going to go ahead and use this one, because I feel like if we're in an AE86, we've got to go ahead and go up into the mountains. So, first thing I've noticed about this car without any tune on it, it's very drifty, and I like that. It doesn't take an awful lot to get it around corners, but it's still very, very fast. Oh, I feel like this car would be an amazing drift car, actually, with that being said. It's so easy to control. It's literally already the perfect balance of grip and drift. I know I'm saying that as I keep crashing, but yeah, it's pretty goddamn good. Dare I say it, but I think with a bit of tuning, this could become a very, very good drift car, like better than the Huracan, which is surprising, to be honest. I know it's an AE86, so it's kind of, I guess it's got that kind of, that persona around it, which is kind of a drift monster. I've got to say, it's fucking living up to it, Jesus Christ. Oh, the angle. Shit. I've got to say, the response you get through these corners after you brake, like, it just goes all the way out. The back end kicks all the way out, and it just stays there, and it's still quite fast. Like, I remember this being a lot faster than the R34 we made, like, a few weeks ago, or maybe a week ago. I don't know what's going on. It's actually surprisingly fast. And another thing I've noticed, with this tune anyway, is to drift. What I usually do is, and I'm going to make a drift video soon on how I drift in this game, but there's kind of a technique I use where I kind of flip-flap the stick from left to right, but it doesn't seem to be working in this. It just seems to be gripping, which is a very good thing, especially for a grip car. I feel like a lot of grip cars with that flip-flap technique, they really actually work, like it actually gets them into drifts, but for this it's not the case. It's actually like, it's actually gripping to the ground, which is very good. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, I will make a video on that very shortly in the next coming days. But yeah, it's really interesting to see that the car isn't kind of drifting when you flick the controller from side to side. Now, honestly, as we are coming into the end of this race, I have drifted a shit, for fuck's sake, yeah, I've drifted a shit ton in this race. Just for pure shits and giggles, because I think this car is quite a good drift car. And I've got to say, although the time won't be, for fuck's sake, stop messing up. Yeah, although this isn't going to be a good time as in like a race lap, drift car all the way, and I've got to say, I think it would be an amazing drift car at that. It's really got everything, you know. When it pulls out into an absolutely insane slide. It looks amazing. It's got the customization. We're going to go ahead and skip all of this so I can give you a quick last look at the car. It's a bit battered. It's a bit bruised, but there it is. That was a really nice slide. In all its glory, with that little ducktail at the back. I think we've done an amazing job today, both with the car and with the drifting and just everything. I think that was a very good video. So if you also thought that, hit the like, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have been awesome. Stay safe and peace.